Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Good?
无人相陪，此般花鸟鱼情，也不过衬托我身不移不变的背景罢了。
Hopefully everyone's doing good today. Hang on, give me a moment here. I was trying to do some dual streaming on Twitch, but I don't know if that's gonna actually work or not. It seems like the broadcast actually does not work for some reason. I'm gonna have to figure that out later, I guess. That's unfortunate. Alright, how's everyone doing today? Good? I don't expect to be fair, I don't expect many people to come to the stream, but I did not really announce it in advance. Raiden can Dragonstrike. Yes, she can. So I guess let me get started with this. Today is just more gonna be me, I guess, practicing this, and also among other things. I have to do this. I was planning to do this before Raiden's release, although probably at this point the video is going to be after. Well, I say release, I mean her banner release. She's been out for years at this point, so yeah, she can Dragonstrike. What we can do here? We can do this. Oh yeah. Oh. Dang it. Close. 4 and 1 C Dragonstrike is what you're supposed to be able to do, but yeah. That's like what overall should look like. I don't know if I can squeeze in another N1 though. I might be able to if I do it fast enough. Although 4 N1 C Dragonstrike might be the limit. Let's see. Ah. Got stucky. Got stuck. That's not great. Unfortunate. But when I do this in an actual run, it's going to be with movement speed. Did you practice in the polar only, Derek? Like, yeah, I practiced a bit. Just a little bit. Just a tad bit. But yeah, getting this to be like really good is a bit difficult. Because you have to wait for the second hit of your charge attack to come out, and sometimes because you can early cancel that, so it's a bit difficult to actually pull it off under all circumstances. I'm also cheating a little bit here, to be honest, because the Hilichurl hitbox, you can footstool it, so let's change the dummy type. Yeah, you can see like you early cancel there, it just like pulls out, makes it more difficult to do. And we can do this with movement speed now. The biggest problem with Dragonstrike on Raiden is that you have to wait until the second hit of the charge attack comes out, because that's actually when the hit lag appears. If you don't, you just end up looking like an absolute buffoon. Ah, close. The goal is to do be able to do 4 N1C Dragonstrike consistently, but as you can tell, it's a bit difficult to do. There's also a world where I just do an alternative version where I do like 1 N1C Dragonstrike and then 4 N1C, which is still good. Like, it's still better than... Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of this today, as you may or may not be able to tell. Hard to do it without movement speed though. Like, I could do it depending on the enemy type, but in general it's pretty hard to do. I also have to practice doing this directionally as well, because if I plan to do this in this abyss, the issue is that there is the Dendro Chicken, which you can't just do a straight Dragonstrike. You have to be directional about it. So, like that. But it's tough to do. Oops. Yeah. Oh my god, I keep canceling before the second auto. Or not second auto, second charge attack. It's kind of deceiving how long you have to wait for the second one to come out. It's a tad bit deceiving. I guess there's always the option of doing like the swap Dragonstrike thing, which you can kind of do. Because swapping also gives hit lag, quote unquote. Not worth it though, I think. Also, another thing that I think the worst part about practicing this is that if you... So Jean's attack speed change, like the attack speed buff, is actually just like Makes this harder to do timing wise too, because now it's like slightly different timing than when you don't have Gene C2 active. Do you think Raiden's finally gonna get a buff? I don't know. I mean, probably at some point she will. But you also gotta keep in mind, like, the buffs don't... I mean, in my opinion, the buffs are sort of... They're, like, nice, but they also just don't do much without the supports that they're trying to push, necessarily. Like, in the case of, so let's talk about, like, the recent wave of buffs. It's like, well, okay, they're mostly stellar conduct or stellar related. They omitted the end of buff. Eh. I can see the hit lag. The hit lag is there, but getting the timing down is... How would you buff Raiden then? Well, I mean, it depends on like what you would buff her for. Like if you're going under the idea of buffing Raiden to make her useful in Stygian, right? First off, she cannot, like, her energy cost needs to be tuned, right? Like her burst, the main reason why Raiden feels so bad to use in Stygian is because her burst is 90 costs. And all of her utility is contained in her burst. So, right, the most logical change would be to somehow either A, reduce her energy costs so that she can actually be usable, or something else, right? Like they have to do some kind of alteration there, because there's no way you're gonna leave her in this state if you want her to be usable in Stygian, right? Just like period. Should they make it like Durin then? Like what, where she refunds a part of her, like refunds energy based on using the skill? They can. I mean, is that, I don't know, is that conducive to... I mean, I think I really, like, if they're gonna spend, you know, X amount of months to like remake characters or years or whatever, right? I would rather them try and also make the gameplay at least slightly different. Because at that point, right, if you just make it like Durin, it's like, okay, what's the difference between currently, right? It's like, okay, now I can do EQ, but it's the same thing, right? It doesn't, I feel like it doesn't change anything gameplay wise. It'll definitely make her more usable, but it, you know, like gameplay wise, it's basically the same thing. I guess now you're forced to use your E after your burst, right? But other than that, it doesn't really change anything about the character, right? It's not like, probably the kit currently that I like the most that they made buffs to would probably be Venti, just simply because they made him have actively different gameplay, right? It wasn't just like, oh yeah, damage buffs, right? They actively gave him a new mode to play him with. You can still use him as a support and just EQ, but now you can on-field, now you have actual utility to on-field him. So, am I saying that they have to do that for every single character? That's, I don't know. Right? It's sort of tough to talk about because, like, how do you change a lot of Genshin's gameplay to different uses of battery main DPS? Yeah, but they're not like, those are not inherently different, right? In order to be a battery, you have to play her on field like you would as a main DPS. So functionally, it's the same, like, functionally is the same thing. Right? There's no gameplay difference overall. I mean, okay, there's an artifact difference, but there's like, you're still doing the same actions, right? You would still do N1C, or maybe N3C, depending on how you feel, right? It's the same thing.
无人相陪，此般花鸟鱼情。
Yeah, it doesn't change anything. That's like the one issue. Yeah, no. I'm gonna have to keep using movement speed, I think. I really want to do that. Yeah. I don't know. I think Raiden, it's just like every time I think about the buffs, it's just an excuse to either sell more characters or more constellations. Is it even worth doing Dragonstrike on Raiden? In her main DPS playstyle, if you're able to do 4 N1C Dragonstrike, you basically make your C Raiden do C2 Raiden levels of damage. So yes, it is worth. It is 100% worth. That was the damage comparison I last saw, was basically if you actually do this properly, you can get C2 levels of damage out of a C0 Raiden. It's like I think motion value wise, it's like what, 27% increase? So yes, it's 100% worth. Yeah. So Jean is C2 here only because of the movement speed. It's easier to Dragonstrike with Raiden, as you can imagine, with movement speed, but like you don't have to. I'm able to Dragonstrike with Raiden without movement speed, but it's significantly harder. Part of the stream was just trying to me like practice consistency. But you can see it's like hard. Right, like there, the first two I did it too late, and then the last one I did it too early. And the third one I actually got it right. But you have like a few frames to do this properly. Like this is like a 2-3 frame window almost. And yeah, Raiden's also garbage against shields because yeah, her E doesn't hit them. I still can't do MC Dragonstrike. Would you say it's easier? I'm not gonna lie, it's about the same difficulty. Like, okay, let me pull out MC real quick. Like, it's about the same difficulty, honestly. If you're comparing with movement, like without movement speed on both, it's about the same difficulty. Well, I am saying this with respect to keep in mind, I am saying this with respect to the female MC. I would say male MC is probably slightly easier to do Dragonstrike on male MC compared to female MC. But they're both, it's like, it's hard. It's just hard. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see if I can actually do this again. I have to recalibrate timing because now it's like instant. Hang on. You consider Dragonstrike Eon Sun for max torture? I'm planning on doing it actually. At some point. God. Why is it slower than I thought it would be? I'm like actually playing slower. I need to play slower. Okay. Hang on. BS are we doing today? Random Dragonstrike shenanigans as usual. My sword's not hitting. I have to wait a bit longer. Also need to swap dummy. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's hard. I mean, like, you can see here, like, it's actually difficult to do. But also, it's just like, I don't know, gauging where it is on the different hitboxes is also rough too, right? Like you can see here my sword stroke is coming out, but it's not hitting the enemy. So it's like part of that as well. But also, like, once you start Dragon Striking on other characters, you also just, like, full recalibrate onto different things. I can actually make this easier on myself by just doing this. Hang on. Like, with movement speed, it's significantly easier. But without movement speed, it's just rough. I can only do Dragon Strike. Yeah. Claymore users are just easier inherently to do Dragon Strikes with. It's not a huge surprise. They have more hit lag, so you have a longer window to actually do it in. I would wish to be on Bote's level. I mean, believe it or not, like, I actually am like, last time when we were on VC, Bote and I, we tried doing this Raiden Dragon Strike stuff. I got it successfully more times than he did, if that means anything. Who's the best Dragon Strike DPS without Shenyun? Without Shenyun. I mean, it depends on like what you mean by like the best DPS, I guess. Right? Do you mean like they can do the most damage, or do you mean that the Dragon Strike playstyle, if they apply it to them, makes them do a higher percentage of like a significantly higher percentage of damage? Like, what are you comparing? The higher percentage of damage, or are you comparing the total DPS they can output? Right? It depends on actively like what you're comparing. All DPS. Okay, let's say, so, I mean, if you're doing, oh, if you're saying total DPS, I'm trying to think who the best character is. I mean, D-Luke overall has pretty good multipliers still. I think it depends. Well, Razor definitely, I wouldn't say he's the best Dragon Strike user. He's alright. Like, it'd just be whatever forward unit. And then you have a Sitlali, you have like Yansan Bennett. Yeah, basically like what Air Tempest is saying. You just use like whatever character has really high plunge multipliers and just go for it. And I think D-Luke is probably the best sell there overall. If you fully whale out like a C6 Sitlali. What do you think of Cryo MC? It depends. I mean, so Cryo MC, I don't know what to think of Cryo MC yet. I'm just gonna wait until they're fully released. Because at this point, I mean, it's not really clear how good they're actually going to be. I know people are making calcs and stuff, but like there's still active changes that need to be made. So why are my dash jumps so bad now? What the heck? I was playing better earlier in the stream. This is why you don't excessively practice this stuff. You just end up tiring your hand out. I don't think Cryo MC would take the best variety for main DPS. I mean, you can't. Cryo MC's not going to take the best variety just because they're going to be. Well, I would assume they're going to be locked on to stellar reactions in some manner, right? So inherently, you're already locking yourself to. Oh, variant. Main DPS best variant. I mean, it depends. It depends on like how crazy the stellar supports get, I think. That's how I would put it at this point, because it's not especially clear how crazy they're going to get as we go later down the line. The sword is pretty good. The sword is... Okay, actually, freaking heck. The sword is... Oh, I have choice words to say about the sword. Oh my god. First of all, it's a good thing we're getting it. Don't get me wrong. It is 100% a good thing we're getting it. But god. But holy shit. Bro. My sword collection though. I literally got most of these swords for MC and now they're all mostly useless in that context with the new weapon. So it's kinda, it's just a bit rough. It's just a tad bit rough. Oh, yeah. It's rough. Like, these are all... Okay. To be fair, Mist Splitter and Rock potentially still have usability. Because Obsidian Codex on PMC... Like, you have to farm essentially a new scroll set on PMC to be usable with the new sword. Because with Codex, you just pretty much cap out crit rate too early. Unless somehow you rolled Obsidian Codex into all crit. For every, like, all crit damage for every single piece, which is just not likely, right? Because what, telling someone, hey, you have to roll, you know, 40 plus crit value but only on crit damage, that's kind of rough. Is scroll the second best option after Codex, even in the context of being a carry? So say you don't use scroll, what else do you use? Right? You could use 4-piece Gilded. You could use maybe Crimson Witch. But like, what does that, like, right? What are your options there? I don't know. I don't think your options are good either way in general. And scroll at least gives you the possibility of making your team more flexible. So now you can pivot to something else on your support besides scroll. And like, you're going to have at least one, right? One Natlan character generally in your PMC teams. Have you done a Feminine Dragonstrike video? I was planning to until they made the Abyss so ridiculous that doing anything outside of the shill that they want you to play is a little bit rough. I think actually, wait, does this Abyss, you could do it maybe? I guess you could do it in this Abyss, right? Like what, so you would do, I'm trying to think what the best route is. Like you could do, what is it? Fremine, Eon San, Fischl, Nicole potentially, I guess? And then just go from there. You could do that. The Fremine build, I mean, there's always a plunge set that you could use, but I don't think that's particularly good. You could also do 2-piece, 2-piece. You could also do... You could also do... like... 4-piece Pale Flame, I guess. But... I mean... Ugh. Not great. The way I've spawned this abyss is evil. I mean, them in general making it so that two spawn at the same time is just... It is what it is. I feel like there's no other way to say it. Need more practice on this. Getting this to be actually consistent to get 4N1 Dragonstrike is gonna be gonna be rough. The first side feels more like Nefer Shield than Sandrone Shield. Give Raiden a passive that gives 75 energy. No. Not happening. It's never happening. Oh, I'm too slow, man. The thing that's crazy is like I can actually do this abyss because the Wild Hunt is effectively a Minotaur model. So like I can actually do this in abyss. The issue is having enough damage, but like holy crap, it's not good. Let me actually see if what a full rotation of this looks like. Because the damage is gonna be so rough actually for this abyss. Let me do that. Let me see what the... I need to do another test real quick. So if I do Eon-san here... Okay, so what's running rotation? Farina EQ, Eon-san EQ, Jean EQ. Just EQ, EQ, EQ. You think I'd be doing something with the equalizer? Ah, whoops. That damage is so bad. That damage is so bad. Oh god. It's so bad. Okay, to be fair, this is kind of expected given the fact that yeah. Yikes. It's bad. It's so bad. Against Magu and Magu and Wild Hunt on first chamber half. Yeah, I'm gonna get through a lot there, guys. I mean, okay, I'm saying that, but to be fair, if I just use I don't know, for oh, Razor Bennett would 100% do better. Oh, I mean, you know, like, it's doable. Oh god, this damage is so pathetic. To be fair, I didn't E in the beginning, but like, holy. Ooh, brother, ooh, ooh, ooh. It would have been 58 if I got the last Dragonstrike, but like, not good. We're cooking at 2.3 standards. Hey, to be fair, to be absolutely fair, this level of DPS can clear certain chambers if you believe. Actually, I do want to make sure I was actually on the right builds before I freak out immensely. Okay, that's fine. What's on 4 PCV, right? Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Well. Do we go with the bad news first, or do we go with the good news? Is there good news? Oh my god. This shit is so doomed. Tenacity in the middle of the arena. Is Tenacity really gonna do more than just making her self damage higher? Like, really? Like, I know everyone's Tenacity of the Millith encoded because, you know, DPS is like Flynn's and and Skirk exist, which are intended to be hyper carries. This is not it. Tenacity only works if you're actually, if you're actually doing damage. Oh god. All right, wait. There is hope. Okay, there is where there's cope. There's some cope here that I can try. That there's some cope. Oh, actually, wait. I should do a damage comparison. Someone never let my do more. You're not wrong. Like, okay. It's a solid amount more if you Dragonstrike. It's a solid amount more if you Dragonstrike. I'm just saying, it is above. Oh my god. God, this character. This is what happens when you're C0 R1. Oh my god. Alright, well, let us consider an alternative path to success. Perhaps an alternative path to success is required. Okay. The problem is like, this Abyss, you just can't use this team. Because of the stupid cactus. So am I gonna really be like, yeah, I'm gonna just switch teams midway, you know? Basically what it's telling me, never cook with electrocharged effort. Never do it. It's not worth it. This is more damage without even attacking. It's still majority Raiden. Don't even try to say during DPS. It's majority Raiden actually. Oh god. Can still beat. I mean, yeah, but like it feels terrible because you don't break the I don't think you break the shield in time properly. But I don't know. Fraud Arena, she cannot carry. Okay, here's the problem with doing this, by the way. I can't use both Durin and Chevreuse in my actual run. I have to use Amber as a support. Or I just like completely ditch Eon San. But like I can't ditch Eon San. Because then where's my attack? Use Kachita. What's Kachita gonna do? Wait, why Amber? Because C6 Amber gives you movement speed to your party members. So it's like actually good. Oh god, I don't want to use an overload team. I've seen too many overload teams at home. Doesn't Amber also give attack? Yes, I believe so. Yes, it's like 15%. It's less than tenacity in the middle. Oh god. But like, if you drop Durin, here's the problem. What do you do if you drop Durin? I guess when Odette comes out, you can use Diona. Okay, but like, who's actually doing the damage in that team? It's not Raiden, because that's not how Stellar Conduct works, right? Like, it only buffs Stellar Conduct damage, but Raiden doesn't contain any Stellar Conduct damage. Like, okay, actually, yeah, it does give, I believe it's a 40% damage percent buff, but like, okay, you do Raiden, Odette, Diona, what's your, like, what, you're gonna say use Eon San still there? I don't know, it's like not, I feel like it's just gonna be as fraudulent as the Jean Farina comp we saw earlier. +1 per stack. Yeah, so like up to, it's like up to 40% approximately. So like, you know. That's good as an electro DPS as Yehoda in a Flint team. Oh, it's so bad. Like, okay. Hang on. Okay, hear me out. Maybe there's a world where you don't need Chevreuse. Maybe if you just use... Maybe you can just use Amber. Hear me out, guys. Maybe I can just use Amber. Maybe there's a world where I can just use Amber instead of Chevreuse. Just drop Chevreuse and use Amber for the easier Dragon Strikes. Or just learn how to Dragon Strike. Maybe I can just do that. Who knows? But like, drop one. God, this is so cope. Oh my god. Like, I know it's cope. I am aware. I am full aware it's cope. This music is not helping for my cope right now. She was exiled, you know. She was exiled to the mines at one point. So honestly, Exile set honor is like not very not. Wait, hang on. Can use Gene or something. Yeah, but like, why would I use Gene here, right? Like, Chevrolet drops the overload restriction, like. This music is not helping, I must say. Turn. Like, Gene, I understand the point. I'm just trying to think if that's even worth it here. You do okay. Actually, was Durin even on good? Was Durin even on a good set? I mean, okay, what's enough terrible? Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, buddy. Yep. Keep the cope up. Keep it up. Yep. Durin on Emblem. It's also not really that great, guys. You should be on Noblesse, if anything. That's why Raiden was doing more damage. I'm pretty sure he will still be doing more damage. But I do have to consider how I use gift instead of this. Because gift would be good. I'm trying to consider. Do you just drop Eon-san? Yeah, I have to get Fischl, but like Durin, Fischl, Gene with Gene on gift. I'd rather put Durin on gift though at that point. I don't know. And Gene needs VV, right? And I don't want to put on Fischl though, because if you put on Fischl, that means that you don't. Right, you don't get a buff on Durin. Yeah. Oh, so wait, let me see what. Let's click a little bit. There's the gift. Celestial gift. What do I have on this set? Probably not much. Not much, he says. Yeah. Not much, guys. Not much at all. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Does Razor do more DPS? Yes, of course he does more DPS now. Look, honestly, you can just treat this as top 10 reasons not to build, not to build Raiden. Oh god. Oh, I'm going my head. Well, look, no, the video was going to be titled Hoyle didn't buff Raiden, so I decided to do it myself. And the way I was doing it myself was doing the stupid this Dragonstrike nonsense. But like, you know, you can clearly see there are problems with this line of thought. There are clear problems. that are occurring here. Oh god. Anyway, what was my official build on? What were you on? Oh yeah, that's right. I swapped out your bow because I was trying to do some other stuff with you. Yep. Yep. That is true. Thoughts on the World Cup? I don't really watch the World Cup, so I cannot give you thoughts. God. Oh god. Listen, I do want to say this this team. Hoyo didn't buff Raiden, and you will sure see that here. I don't know if it's a good idea for me to just like full on slander in the title. You know, you gotta be a bit more subtle with these things. But I must say, it's not currently my overall impression is not great. Okay. Alright, let's try this. Alright, so we are doing I'm gonna watch this do like 0 damage, by the way. I hope you're all aware of this. I'm going to literally see this do 0 damage. I mean, hey, right? It's still doing 50% of the damage. So dealing us more. Oh god. Oh god. I do have to wonder, what was the original team doing? Because wasn't the original team like, wasn't it Raiden, Kujo Sara, Bennett, Kazuha as the original hyper carry Raiden team? How much is that doing? I'm just curious. And like worst case scenario, we can put Kazuha out and just put, you know, Kujo, like put Jean in instead or something, but like I'm not gonna lie, this music's gonna make me crash out. Sad path of shelling does more damage. Yes, thank you guys for telling me the numerous amount of characters that do more damage. I could also tell you like 10 characters that do more damage than this. Thank you. Oh man. Like the build isn't even that bad either. It's actually so sad. God. Okay. I don't even like, am I playing poorly? I got 3 plunges. Like, I guess arguably I could be playing worse. I don't know. Barbara plunge is kind of better than Raiden plunge. Yes, compared the Hydro character that can forward vape to the Electro character that cannot forward vape. I wonder who wins. Oh, God. Okay, what was I gonna do here? I was actually gonna look at Kujosara, right? Yes. Okay, so Kujosara was like what? Okay, well you had Bennett, you had... What was Kujosara supposed to be? I don't remember. Because at the time, was it just you just play her on another 4-piece emblem? I'm trying to remember what the actual team was supposed to be, because the thing is, like, you have Bennett and you already have Kujosara, and if you put, like, you could put one of them on Noblesse, but, like, you don't put both of them for obvious reasons. I guess you could do, just emblem and see what happens. Or... I can't believe they're rerunning this character, by the way. Without significant changes. Oh, hello, Duong. How's it going? Wouldn't Sarah be on Tenacity since you can snapshot it? Tenacity? I mean, I can try that. I'm just gonna try the basic version. I'm just gonna try the basic thing first. I'm just gonna try. Let's not switch it up too much. Let's just do the basic thing to do, right? Let's just be basic here. God, it's so bad. Hello, Agent Bonnie Spy. Oh god. Okay, so Kujosara. Oh yeah, sorry, I have to gear out more characters. Where's Bennett? Bennett, my boy. Is it actually even better to use Bennett here over like Yon-san? That, well, actually no, you can't even. The scroll doesn't even work if you don't have another element anyway, so that's one thing. Also, is even I don't even know if Kujosara is actually better than Yon-san. That'll be an interesting test. I think to do as well. Is that actually going to be true? We'll find out. We'll see. We'll see. We'll just see. We'll just see how it goes. You know. I'm gonna use Jean here just so I can keep doing the things. DPS pendant better. Yes, guys, I understand. You can stop clowning on Raiden, okay? She's trying her best out here. She's trying her best. God, I have to like remember how to play Kujosara properly too. What? It's like you aim. Well, actually no, you can just EQ. I guess you don't have to aim because I have this with C6 actives. You don't have to. Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. So, ooh, this is gonna be rough. All right. I gotta say the ordering of this is kind of messed up now, cause like, what you have to do E. Oh my god. Oh, to be fair, that was me playing bad too, but also, fuck. Oh, yeah, I played it poorly.
羽仪落雷，不，灵念断绝。哎呀，
Okay, she didn't crit there. I'm gonna be real. She didn't crit there. She didn't crit and the DPS dropped instantly. Well, you know, this video, at least now it's changed from like semi-serious to just full satire. It's just gonna be a full satirical video. Clearly. Oh god. Double animal with goth dot. No. I highly doubt it. Even if I had prune, the problem is it just it's not gonna work. Yeah. Like, yeah, no. Like double animo, do you? I don't own prune, so that's one problem already by default. But even if I did own prune, I still don't think it would work. So okay, so what have we learned from all of this? If you're playing Raiden, overload team or die. Well, good lesson, good lesson. Okay, I do have to consider a world where I don't try to do 4N1 CP and just, you know, do the normal stuff. But then I can't type. Nah, I had to do Dragonstrike, but it's just like doing 4 is so hard. Hyper Bloom show via absence of Hyper Bloom. Yes, Raiden and Columbina and Nepha Sucrose. Yep, what a creative team that is. Sorry, that's not to diss you. I'm just dissing this entire Genshin meta state where it's okay for characters to get buffed even though they're chained to newer characters. Use 50x and switch to wave dash. Oh god, I'm good Bowtie. I don't think my keyboard has the ability to do wave dashing properly. I've tested it and it's rough. What if you just make a Yunjin video? It's a Raiden video, end of discussion. Oh god, okay. I had to think about this. Now. Alright. Let's think about this some more, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna return to Teyvat so I can actually like think about parties a little bit better. Oh. I did the wave dash once, yep. Can I do it consistently enough to do that? Probably not. Okay, so this team, I mean, honestly, if I'm actually running this Abyss, it honestly couldn't just still be this team. Although it's just like, oh god. It is terrible. It is so bad. I really wish I didn't have to play Amber to do this though. Like, if I actually had like, the funny thing is, this is like one of the few cases where if I had like a little more, like, just a bit more in terms of in terms of team slots, this team would get so hard. But that's like for every overload team. Right? It's, you just slot in every single Pyro and Electro character until you can't hold anymore. Oh god. So Okay, I'm trying to think about this. It'd be semi-serious. So you could do this, but then you drop attack buffs, which is not great. Because yeah, you have Bless from Durin. Amber, I don't know why you're here other than to give me move speed, so that's a problem. Jesus, that's the last slot. I'm just gonna summon Stephen He and be like, you need Jesus. Yep, you're right. To deal with the cactus, you need electro charge. You don't have to, technically. You could just do pure electro DPS and just break the shield that way. But like, Monoficial Gene. Monoficial Gene Raiden. You know, there's maybe a world where that works. I don't know if it's this world. I'ma be real. Unofficial. The problem is trying this. The real problem, okay, if we're being honest, or sorry, if I'm being honest to myself here, the real problem is that I'm unskilled enough to do this without move speed consistently. That's the real problem. So maybe I just stop being a wuss and just full send, you know? Maybe, yeah, maybe we just don't be a wuss and just do it properly. You know, maybe that works. Oh, it's so bad. I'm trying to think if, hang on. No, Shen Yun has never put a game on his team. No. Refuse. Refusal. Denial of service. It has to be Dragonstrike. It's non-negotiable. It is non-negotiable. We're about to see a total of 1 plunge. It depends on the enemy type. I actually can probably do it consistently on the cactus by footstalling. So there's actually, I actually could do this. It just would require a lot more retries than without movement speed, but it would still be doable. So I'm not gonna count it out yet. It's just what's the ICD on Raiden application? It's normal ICD, I'm pretty sure. But because because you have, in terms of intervals, like your coordinate attack happens like what, once every second? It's like 2.7 seconds cooldown, I think. Plunge, no ICD. Yeah, plunges don't have ICD. Plunges in general don't have ICD. Who has the best ICD for Electro? Overall? Maybe Dory? If you on-field her? Because if you're talking about like cooldown for Electro application as a whole, right? She has her E, she has her Q, she has auto attacks from her C6. But if you're talking about like app off field, all right, but who's using Dory? I did. I used Dory. Aggravating burn Raiden. You know, it could have been a play. I don't own Emily though. I think I used Story Semi recently actually, but it's like last patch. Wait, Eula Sig. Eula Sig. Eula Sig, huh? Yeah, yep. I definitely have that. I definitely have that. uh, I Eula Sig gave movement speed since when, by the way? Like what? I don't remember Eula Sig ever giving movement speed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it gives attack speed, not movement speed. Like what? Is Kaching DPS even better than Raiden? Arguably, yes. At this point. It's just like, yeah. Well, it's not even like Kaching's personal DPS is necessarily better. It's just the fact that she just full on synergizes better with Fischl as a whole, right? And also the fact that her hit doesn't get half bricked against shields. But, you know, what would her team be? Overload or Lunar Charged? At this point, it's Overload. I don't want to use Lunar Charge. I'm gonna be real with you guys. If the team I end up using ends up like this, like, let's just say I used, if I just use Columbina, if it looks like this, it's already kind of like ugh to me. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can use one character and be like, oh, you know, it buffed. And then someone looks at this and says, bro, like, who are you kidding here? Right? I mean, I guess I could use this team, but I mean, is it actually good? Okay. I mean, okay, we could try it and see what happens, but your Nefa looks a little different. Yeah, it's like I'm saying screw Nefa and saying not use this. I'm gonna watch this do 0 damage. Okay, to be fair, I think my Columbina is on the 4-piece support set from Nodcry, so if it doesn't do damage, I wouldn't be surprised. No, it does not. It's only to the equipping character. Look, the play could just be practice more. Okay, but that it doesn't give it to the whole team. It's only for the user. It's only for. It's not the whole team. I was like, wait, it does? I was like, this is not how I remember the interaction. This damage is so bad. Why are you not critting? Wait, what is happening? Okay, wait. What is this? Why am I not critting? It's less than overload. I mean, this is like expected. Yeah, I can do Jean and then into Eon Sun instead, and that would be better rotation. But also, like, I don't think I was critting on a lot of that. It's better than the first team. I mean, hey, like, who knew? Friggin' oh god. All right. Okay, is this actually my best piece for this? Or am I just full on capping? It actually basically is. All right, great. Good to know. I'm at 185% energy recharge on Raiden with 90 energy cost burst. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, something has to go here. What has to go? Something has to go. Something must go. No, it does. It just means that my like the initial burst slash doesn't get the larger attack buff, which is the problem. Okay, Air Tempest, to be perfectly clear with you, the whole 100k DPS thing was only a recent thing with Stygian Onslaught releasing. 50k DPS in general was like the average amount you needed to clear Abyss. And it still arguably is. Like, as long as you shield to the specific teams, it's just like fine. Oh, you know. Okay, as long as you're aware. Someone's shooting me in the freaking lobby. Great. Okay, maybe. Let's do some changes here. Okay. Clear my sand suck. So let's change that. I'm not hesitating on this. That's fine. Let's do something else here. Do I really need energy recharge then at that point? Let's see. Okay. Don't think I need this much energy recharge then. I already used an attack sands. Okay, can I switch these? Okay. Raiden might need a whole new kit. Yeah, it's bad. Welcome. It's bad. I think everyone knew Raiden was bad relative to current day options. And if you didn't, you were just, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You're living under a bridge. Right? Is PJWC really better than... It probably isn't, to be clear. Actually, you know, we can... Okay. You know what? Actually, I should just try that. I should just try that. Yep. Let's just do that. Let's just try that. You know, let's just go and use the full shill gotcha weapon. Yeah? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let us do that. Okay, that's the wrong hit. I hate how they rebinded this stuff, man. So this... I feel like I'm getting harassed in the main menu screen right now. Alright, so... Wave breakers. Let's try it. No. We need to make the crit rate higher now. I need to adjust for this. Bro, this... Like, bro, are you 5? Stop it. This person is so annoying. God. Anyways, alright. Who do you plan to pull in upcoming future? I'm probably going to pull that. But beyond that, I have no idea. Probably the Saritsa too. After that, Who knows? We will see. But I have problems currently. Okay. Oh my god, the stats are so bad. Yes. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think I might have to just use ER at this point. I think I just have to use ER Sands and just yeah. I don't think there were choices there. Yeah. Oh, actually, this is pretty good. Yeah, he can Dragonstrike. Okay. We'll try this. We will try. Let's see how this goes. Okay. So, we're off to a great start. Let's see. Yeah.
皓影看不外人心月钟灵，一局胜负。风，回应，调整呼吸，计时开始。无念，断绝，呀呀，呀呀，无处遁逃。
It's slightly better, but I think actually Eon-san is like, god, I'm not getting the attack buff's wearing off really quickly. Also, you do have to keep in mind this is not C6 Eon-san, it's C2 Eon-san, so that's also, yeah. It's also worse. No, it was worse. I did actually snapshot it. It's worse. Ooh. I'm trying to think what else I can do for this team, and I don't think there's really much I can do. I'm like trying to consider if there's any other options here, but it's just not. Yeah. There is the Inazuma event weapon that gives movement speed and attack percent that I could use on Raiden. I could use that over over any of my other weapons. Like I could. That was my that was like worst case scenario. I do that. So in case you don't know what Blazing is talking about, it is this thing. This thing exists, and it's like all right. You know, I did consider using this at one point for this. Yeah, like I can use it, honestly. Yeah, it only gets 40% attack. It's not that good. It's like all right. It's like all right. But it means that if I use this, it's great. The problem is there's also an issue with it. There's an issue with the timing here, I think, because the problem is you have to well, actually, isn't the problem? Yeah, now I can use Durin Official Chevreuse, but I would imagine I would imagine the issue is, oh, there's so many issues. You can cast skill before burst. Yeah, I know, I'm aware, but you have to cast it in the beginning so that her ring is active properly. I have to wait until skill refreshes, so I have to wait. This is a cooldown of 10 seconds, which actually isn't that bad. It's kind of bad. Okay, to be fair, it only screws over the first rotation. After subsequently, it's fine. It just screws over the first rotation. But now the question is like, okay, does this team actually take out the cactus shield? Because how much? I actually don't know how much the cactus shield is in Abyss. How much is the cactus shield worth in Abyss? Uh, 25% HP. We'll see. I'm just looking it up. 40% of its max HP. Oh yeah. That's so great. Yeah. It's. I'm pretty sure it is above 1 million HP. Well, actually, no. Is it? I thought Abyss's Spiral Abyss's version was a little bit easier, right? Because it was only like 1 million HP or something. Only had like 1 million total HP or something. Yeah. It only had like 1 million total HP, so I think it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, no, it's gonna be it. Yeah, it's not 1 million HP. It's 3 million. It's just funny. I'm saying this million because the wiki has like 1 million. Okay. Now so guys, I guess I can always do Raiden Nationals and I just use this weapon. There's a world, I guess. What are my other options here? I had to think about this. What are the other options? Life. It exists. Okay, objectively speaking, the hardest part is actually going to be dealing with the... So, okay. The Wild Hunt, it's like a combination, like, okay, what's actually good second half? Second half is just Lunar Charge, right? If you put Raiden on this weapon, that means I'm free from the stupid restriction of having to use movement speed, so it's fine. I can just ditch that, and then... Okay, I'm just gonna return to tape. I don't know what is that? What are people typing? I don't know. Anyways, okay, so God, she's just this is just a worse version of a right. Oh God, it's so bad. All right, let's think about this. So Yehoda. I mean, I have a Yehoda, but like, as you can see, she's not leveled, so you know that's a problem. Among other things. Like, this is my current cast of No, I don't need Jin movement speed if I use a torch. It's fine if I ditch the torch. Raiden's gonna be doing less damage overall, but at least it means I can do Dragon Strikes more consistently. Hopefully. The problem is this. It's like, what? Like, there's a very obvious unit to use here, right? But also, if you just use this, then what is the point of using Raiden? Like, what is the point of using Raiden here? I can't imagine someone be like, yeah, good team, when you could just literally replace Yeon-sun with Sucrose to do like more damage. The point is that she exists to push the DPS down. Electro Traveler is basically Raiden, might as well. Bro. Okay, but it's like, it's not an interesting video. Wow. You used Colin Bina and Nappa to beat this abyss that shows lunar charged. Please clap. Like, the worst part is it's not even lunar damage that deals the extra amount of damage, right? It's, you have to have Ascendant Gleam for the stupid Wild Hunt. If you don't have Ascendant Gleam, then you're just losing damage wise. But like, you can still brute force it, to be fair, right? If you have a good team on the first half, it's actually fine. Right, if you have a good team on the first half, it's perfectly fine. King Dragonstrike and Nephilim with Bennett C6. Okay, but why do that? Right? We're just gonna, I mean, we're just like rejecting their entire kit now. Oswald gives party members. Some damage on this. Kazuha. I mean, yeah, I guess I can use Kazuha. Yeah, it's, you have to have Ascendant Gleam active. Like, it's non-negotiable if you want to be able to clear it in time. The issue then is just, okay, you know, what what are you doing here? I guess I could build the Yehoda in time? Oh, no worries. Vape plus electro charge in that with attack. I mean, I guess you could, yeah. But I don't like, I don't think Nepha's punch multipliers are that high, right? I don't remember them being that high. True, you're right. I decided to do a banner challenge in Genshin. Oh god. Okay, I think fundamentally, like, you could use this team and be able to clear. It's just kind of rough. Okay, like I'm saying, it's rough. Like, it's rough regardless. Let's be real here. The issue is just this character at C0 is not dealing much damage. Fundamentally. Which is a whole other issue. Oh god. At this point, just, why would I self-admit to Psych Ward? Not really. No, stop it. My Yehoda, I don't remember. I don't think I have any really cons. Yeah, I only have C2. If I had C6, I would believe that. I could believe that, but Llama, Driver, Hyper Bloom. I don't own Llama, unfortunately, but yeah. Yeah. If I had C6, I would believe it, but what does C6 do? It gives moon sign characters more crit rate and crit damage. I mean, let's think. Let's see. Okay, wait. If I do... So, wait, how much does it have in Abyss? So... Let me see. Abyss is a, what, 3 times HP multiplier, right? I think. It's 3 times now because, or actually, is it 3 times or 4 times? No, it's 3 times because it's 300%. Yeah, total. Okay, yeah. 300% of HP, so it's 3 times that. Wow. Okay. So, I'm trying to think. So if I do that, and then it's 40% in Abyss because God freaking shields. Okay. I hope I don't have to deal with this twice. If I have to deal with this twice, it's gonna be really bad. By the way, if I have to deal with this shield twice, it'd be awful. But if I don't have to deal with it once, let's see. Let's say I have. Actually, the DPS is actually not that bad. You only need. It actually should be doable. You only need 50k. The real problem is this freaking. Yeah, you only need 50k. It's actually not that bad. Okay. I'm just gonna keep with the overload plan, I think, then, in that case. So just do overload. Ooh. Yeah, overload. Let's do. Because you don't need Eons. You want to let go of Eons on here? Maybe, actually, because otherwise... Yeah, but I should have enough damage for this. It's just the... Just this. Probably. I think it's just this. Okay. Yeah, and then I can escape using any of the other units because I have this. So I can just refine this. Let's do that. Okay. Yep. So that's the plan. That will be the vid. That will be the video plan. It's just use the team, Raiden on a move speed weapon, and then someone's gonna be like, "But don't you lose 30% of damage by making Raiden putting Raiden on this weapon that has move speed?" It's like, well, you're right, but I'm gonna see if I even do. Is 10% even enough speed? Yeah, it's plenty of speed. 10% is more than enough. You can give 15%, but you don't actually need that. You only really need like 10 at most. So that's fine. This team will work. This team will be fine. We will be fine. Oh God. I cannot believe this unit. Oh. I do with burning room picture. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Trust. You just don't. You need to believe. You need to not be a hater, right? Like that's the first and foremost thing you must do. You cannot be a hater. It does have ER sub. Yes, it has 40% attack and ER sub. It's actually not bad. It's pretty good. Coping out of my ass. It actually is better than most of the weapons I have for her, relative to, you know, what she actually needs in terms of buffs. So it's not terrible. It's not great. That's another issue, but. So another thing too is I can also buff by using, instead of Favlands, which I don't need, I can actually use Symphonist. And this gives another attack boon. That's pretty good. And I also have SODP, which is nice. Then Durin should be on 4-piece Noblesse or Celestial Gift. Then actually maybe I could just put 4-piece Noblesse on yeah, I'll put 4-piece Noblesse instead. I think that's probably better. It's actually not bad. Doesn't Raiden go off by attacking ER? Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, you know, obviously it's not her SIG, right? It's also a specific event weapon, which most people probably don't have anymore. Or most people don't have, right? Or a lot of people that are playing today don't have. So yeah, okay, hopefully this works out. I'm gonna have to think about this, to be honest, but... So I should have moved the chat once I didn't, like... Didn't use Twitch, didn't have Twitch up. I was actually gonna dual stream on Twitch, but for whatever reason my OBS is not working on Twitch, so I have to figure that out later. It like tried to start and then failed to start. So it was a bit weird. So I'll have to figure that out later. But anyways. I think I did what I wanted to do. I'm gonna have to level this off camera because yeah, I don't think I have the materials to really level it. When do you plan to stream after this one? I was thinking I would probably try to stream like once per week around this time. More regularly. Possible. I don't know if that sounds good to people in chat. But I have quite a few videos to edit and go through, so who knows. We'll see if I can keep that schedule. I'll at least try though. Oh, I have to level. Oh my god, the mats. I don't have enough mats for this. Ooh. If only I could transfer mats from the other things that I don't need. Well, that's a problem. Oh god. Okay. Man, I was planning to do some grinding this stream, but I don't even know if I could do that anymore. Let's see. Okay, hang on. With this weapon, I think the crit is fine. Then I just don't need this much ER. We can go back to using a 5% sands, I think. Likely usage. That's pretty... it's okay. 80, 140. Oh wait, I don't actually need that much ER now, huh? Let's see, how can I can go to this, but then I need to swap to a more crit rate. And yeah, I'm gonna yank this off of you for this. That's good overall. That will be good. And it helps too that this will get more ER as well. So it's not bad. I think we're in a good spot. I think we're in a good spot here. All right. Not bad. Hopefully that I'll see how much we'll see how much that can actually deal with the wild hunt. The wild hunt though, it's like it's 2 HP bars of 1 million, and then you have to deal with that after. The only way it is going to be difficult is if I if I decide to not use like a lunar charge with Escoffier team on the first half. If I don't use that team, then it might be hard. Because my best specs, next best team will be something like Shincho, Nahida, Kuki, Yelan against the first half, and then I have to stagger. I had to double stagger 2 waves at the same time, which is not hard with Shincho ulti. It's pretty lenient timing. Let's see what we can do there. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, well, that's most of the Raiden shenanigans I wanted to do in the stream. I feel like after this, anything else I'm gonna do is not Raiden related, so wouldn't match a stream title or thumbnail. I think that's gonna be it for now. Thank you all for coming to the stream, and hopefully I'll, stream again next week and then figure out the whole Twitch thing later on. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see if I can do that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, evening, wherever you are at in the world. See ya.